Let's get to it.
What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Wrestle Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. So, in this video, we're going to go over a bit of a controversial topic, actually, and that is, should the Atlanta Falcons start Bijan Robinson week 1? And my answer to that right away is no. Yeah. What? You just said no to starting your first round pick, literally the best player in the draft available, and you're not going to start him? So why is that? Now, before I begin, I do want to say that even though I've been in the minority for this take, because I've been saying that I don't think Bijan Robinson should start, at least for week 1, a lot of people that disagree with that take have not been mean about it. You know, it's not like they were like, oh, you know, like he's an idiot, like he doesn't know what he's talking about, unsubscribe or anything. It was just kind of like, you guys were very respectful and kind and were like, like the only thing I disagree with is you saying that Bijan shouldn't start, but everything else is, agreeable and all this kind stuff. So I just wanted to say that you guys have been very respectful for your opinion on my opinion. And so I'm going to be respectful as well and just say that I don't think Bijan should start in week 1, despite how good he is. And really, it's kind of just because I want to respect Tyler Algier. That's honestly it. That's really it. And I'll prove it, because do I ultimately think that Bijan Robinson is probably going to be the better back than Tyler Algier? Honestly, yeah, I do think he's going to be the better back. Do I think that Bijan Robinson is probably going to be like one of the best Falcons to ever play? Yeah, I do. Do I think that Bijan Robinson is probably the best impact to help Desmond Ridder develop? I mean, probably, right? Bijan can play a little more than running back, so if you put him at receiver or something, he would still be this elite impact. I'm basically saying that Bijan Robinson is probably going to be the best player on our offense, or at least one of the best players, right? If it's not like Chris Lindstrom or Kyle Pitts, but I really have high expectations for Bijan Robinson. And last but not least, I think that later on in the season, Bijan Robinson probably will get the start because he's the better back than every other back we have. And so if Bijan Robinson starts later on in the year, it's not necessarily I was wrong about it, because we're talking about week 1 on if Bijan Robinson should start. Not the rest of the year. Now, to be fair, Bijan obviously does have to prove it on the field before we say, oh, he's going to start the rest of the season. Yeah, I know, he's obviously got to play before we can say that he's going to be this elite impact, but we feel pretty good about him, right? But that also sort of leads into, one of the reasons why I don't think he should start is, for one thing, you never know, he is a rookie, we should start. Well, I mean, Tyler Algier's not a veteran in the NFL, but he has more experience than Bijan, so it just kind of makes a little more sense to start this, not veteran, but this more experienced player over Bijan, and Bijan could learn from one of the better backs in Tyler Algier and possibly Cordero Patterson, if Cordero Patterson isn't moved to receiver or something. We'll see, but so that's just one thing. We could get Bijan a little bit of experience, just learning behind someone for a little bit, even though Bijan will plug right in at running back, not many plays after Tyler Algier gets his start week 1, or if he gets the start week 1. But honestly, the main reason I just want Tyler Algier to start mainly is because I just want to respect him, is all it really is. It's all it really is, guys. I just want to respect him. This is kind of like Jake Fromm and Justin Fields all over again at Georgia. Okay, so here's the thing. Deep down inside, yeah, I did think that Justin Fields was the better quarterback than Jake Fromm. But, and yeah, I know, there's always these talks of, last year doesn't matter. It's about who does better in practice and who earns the start the next season. Yeah, I know all that stuff, but But I sort of think that's a bit of a lie because it's kind of like, really? Like, Jake Fromm could have just said, really? I don't want to say that Jake Fromm led Georgia to the championship or anything, but, he made some sort of impact to that team, some sort of impact. And it'd be kind of weird if it's like, well, even though you let us, well, he didn't lead them to the championship, but he helped them get to the championship, you're just going to like bench him? It's like, I don't know. I feel like that's a little disrespectful, don't you think? A little bit? A little bit. And so that's how I ultimately feel about Tyler Algier. Like, same thing with Justin Fields and Jake Fromm. Like, here's the thing. Yes, I do ultimately think that Bijan's going to be the better back than Tyler Algier. I just do. I do think he's going to be better. And heck, if he ends up better, you can even start him in week 2 or something. But week 1, I'm just like, okay, yeah, I know it's whoever does better in practice and earns the start, but it's also sort of not. Because it's like, really? Like, you had a rookie running back rush for 1,000 yards last year, and he's not gonna get at least a little bit of a reward. Like, he kind of earned it. I don't know. I just, like, this is why it's a controversial topic, is because I'm like, I think it's a little disrespectful, right? A little bit to Tyler Algier if, like, he rushed for 1,000 yards and didn't start. I don't know. I'm definitely in the minority for that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm more just like smiling and like having fun with this because I just know like this is definitely a hot take. This is definitely not something that a lot of people would probably like agree with. Maybe they will. And I respect you guys for being very respectful about it, by the way. I don't know. I just think it's kind of interesting that I just feel so different about this. I just want to respect Tyler Algier in week 1 is all it really is. It's all it is. And also just maybe see if Bijan could just sit for at least a little bit in week 1 or so and learn. That's all it really is. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys for the video this Sunday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support, and as always, rise up.